All right, we are here today to take a look at the fantastic price movement on Solana. Try to figure out what in the world is going on. I'll tell you right now, if you are in Solana, and I am not, but if you are in Solana, you are having a fantastic October, November, and December. I mean, look at these run ups you have seen. It's hard to believe that back in October, we were at 23. Solana has 4x in the past 2.5 months. And look at this past week. This past week has been the strongest of all of them. We have broken the 100 psychological barrier and are resting comfortably above it. I mean, this is absolutely insane. Usually, when I make videos like this, I'm like, hey, let's take a look at the text, let's take a look at the summaries of the analysis, and I'll do all that. I will. But right now, here's the prediction on Solana and the summary of Solana up. Okay, so that's kind of where we were or are. I am going to go to my favorite tool that I use daily. I'm going to go to TradingView, and let's just, for fun, on the daily, yeah, imagine that. We're seeing a strong buy on the daily. Oscillators are a buy. Moving averages are a strong buy on the daily. On the weekly, much the same. A strong buy. Oscillators buy, a strong buy, moving averages. And on the 1 month, also a strong buy, and strong buy. Okay, so good. Yeah, okay. So Solana buy. Yes, I agree. But let me show you what's so different about Solana and how it's acting right now. First of all, let me say this. Solana has, I think it was number 6 in coin market cap about 2 weeks ago. The other day, it went to number 5, then it went to number 4, and last video I did on Solana, it was on number 5 again, had given back some price and was around 94. But now that it has run up to 100 and plus, it's back in the 4th highest market cap. That means it is the 4th biggest coin as far as market cap in crypto. That is pretty amazing for Solana, and it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe this number right here that says 102.52 was saying about 20.52 just about 2 months ago. All right, so we have seen a fantastic move in crypto, Bitcoin, any way you want to say it, since October. Solana did the same, a fantastic move up. Bitcoin did the same, a fantastic move up. Ethereum did the same, a fantastic move up. But what makes Solana different is, well, let me just show you. Bitcoin, you see this downward, basically a retracement, a giving back some of the gains that it went through before it started attacking its new highs, and it actually hasn't even broken the most recent high in December. Ethereum is the same way, had a downward week and is going back up, trying to attack those highs. There a lot of coins. Doge is also the same way. Doge is having some struggles right now. The thing about Solana is, look at its price. It's never had that downward. Solana has been going up ever since and will not stop. That's just the difference in the coin. I guess if you really wanted to, you can't even find a downward trend. Like there was a little sideways when other coins, when other coins were going down, there was some sideways in Solana, but that's all that happened. It went sideways for a few days and then said, let me tell you something, we'll see you later. And it has risen fantastically since the 20th of December. I did a video on Solana yesterday, and I just assumed after it made this high and came back down that it was going to have some problems breaking the psychological barrier of 100, and that Solana may give back some gains like other coins had and might range toward the end of the year. I just did a video on Ethereum and Cardano, and that's what I'm saying. Look, we're in for a range for a bit. You can go back in previous years and see some ranginess over toward the last part of the year, the last week, and it'll move again at the beginning of January. Solana has no rules. Okay, it's going up and it just does not care. It is the strongest of the big market cap coins out there. There might be some stronger ones out there, but they're tiny coins. I tell you what, nothing in the top 30 has moved like Solana has. Okay, so What can we look for in the future? I'll be honest with you, I'm afraid to call a top. I'm absolutely afraid to call a top because it just keeps going. I'm going to draw some levels out here. Okay, I drew this line right here. It was the bottom of this wick, the open and close of this week back in January of 2022. I drew a level right here, which is about 104. It's just the top of, if you can see that, it's just the top of this wick right here. That right there. There's also a top of that wick. You could have drawn the level. The top of this wick, you could have drawn the level. It's an art, not a science. Don't know exactly the levels it's going to respect, but it gives you an idea of the some of the levels it could be gravitating to, break, reject from. It's hard to say. Eventually, you would think that we're going to see some retracement. I've said that before. Okay, I've expected retracement around the 100. It did retrace for a day and then it said no more. So we might not get that retracement for a while, if ever. It could just sit here sideways and never come down and just sit sideways and prepare for another launch in at the beginning of January. It's hard to tell. I can tell you this. If you're in Solana, you're doing well. If you're not, do not. I mean, I do think at this point, if you look at Solana at this point in 2024, these are going to be good prices. I think. Now, that's my opinion. That's not financial advice. I do not know. I look at patterns in the market that give me a positive probability for being profitable. That's a lot of P's there, but that's what I'm looking for. I don't know. I have no insight into the market that a general trader doesn't have otherwise. But I do think this time next year, 102 is still going to be a good price for Solana. I think if you get in at 102, you'll be glad you did. However, if you're short-term trading Solana, don't jump in and say, oh, it's going up, it's going to keep going up. It may. And if you're long-term and willing to hold it, if it does give back a few gains, then that's fine. But all that being said, if Solana dropped below and hit this upper trend line around 90, I'd be surprised. That's it. I'd be surprised. The way it's acting right now, we could see a strong pullback. If it hit 90, I'd be surprised, and I certainly would be surprised if it came back to 84. But crypto is a crazy world. And so it could do that, just like it has been surprising me how much it has moved up. Okay, so if you're in it for the long term, I will say at the end of 2024, I think this is still a good price. If you're in it for the short term, you'll have to make that call about how much you're willing to bear or how much of a discount you want. You can wait for a pullback, see if you can get a discount and get in. You may not get it. That's always the chance you take when you're trading. You've just got to do what you're willing to endure and what you want to have as your risk and reward. But Solana is a strong coin. I think the immediate days, certainly in any day of it being back around 80, might be long gone. We'll keep an eye on this. I will keep you updated on Solana and all crypto coins. Y'all take care.